Hi, thank you so much for tuning to my channel. I am Valery Molone, leadership coach and motivational speaker. In this episode, I am going to talk to you guys about how to stop letting your negative subconscious mind controls you. Now for that, I'm going to give you 3 strategies that you can apply in your life today to change your mind for better, so you can achieve any goal that you have set up for your life. Now, subconscious mind. Let's talk about subconscious mind. What is subconscious mind and how it controls you? Now, majority of you know that subconscious mind is something that controls your heartbeat, your blood flow, all your organs, your thoughts, without you actually controlling them. It just happens when you're sleeping. It just does it itself. You don't really have any control. The majority of the time, we don't even notice. The heartbeat is controlled by subconscious mind. It just happens. Sometimes we don't even know. Every second, every minute, it happens on its own. We don't control ourselves to create a heartbeat. It just happens. That's your subconscious mind. So what happened? How does thoughts goes through your subconscious mind? How get built over there and how controls you? So that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about today. So just like subconscious mind doesn't work without you putting any effort to it, in life we create habits and rituals, things that you do most of the time. For example, when we start driving. When we start driving, after driving a couple of years, it becomes a habit. So kind of gets registered to your subconscious mind. So when you go to work, when you drive someplace, you really don't pay attention how to drive. You just do it because you're so used to it. You really think that you're controlling, a little bit here, there, but not really though. It's kind of like autopilot. You get in the car, you start the car, and you start driving. That's what it is. Getting up in the morning, brushing your teeth. We're doing it enough that it becomes like a habit. After a while, without even thinking twice about it, you get up in the morning, you brush your teeth, and you just wash your face or you take a shower because it gets registered to your subconscious mind. So what does this mean to your habits and to your everyday life? Now, just like everything else that we do, anything that you do in your life for a long period of time, it gets registered to your subconscious mind, whether it's good habit or bad habit. The good news is that if you're developing a good habit, for example, if you're a person that you exercise at least 5 times a week, after doing it for a while, it becomes your habit. So it becomes easier for you to get up, do exercise versus somebody that hasn't done exercise for a long time and just starting exercise. So if you're a person that is starting eating healthy for a long period of time, it becomes your habit. So you might gonna eat junk food once in a while, but you're pretty much used to eating healthy majority of the time. For example, people that are vegetarian. They become vegetarian after a while. They really don't think about meat anymore. They just eat vegetable all the time. Because we do it so many that it becomes our habit and it gets registered to your subconscious mind. So you're doing it without putting a lot of effort to it. But that could be negative too, because a lot of us living with an anxiety. A lot of us living with depression. A lot of us living with always worrying about the future. So the more you do that, that also gets registered to your subconscious mind. So if you're a person that you get up in the morning and every single day and you're like saying to yourself, oh look, today it's cloudy, it's rainy, traffic is bad, I hate my job, my life. That if you say it enough, it gets registered to your subconscious mind, believe it or not. Or if you're a person that you're always negative or you always gossip, if you do it enough every time, it becomes your habit and it gets registered to your subconscious mind. And after a while, that becomes your identity. Then you create anxiety, stress in your life. So as you can see, whatever you do in your life, enough time, it will get registered to your subconscious mind, which controls your whole life. Now, conscious mind is your frontal lobe right here that you get information every single day. Things that you do, some things get registered, some things gets out and you don't really think about it twice. But creating a habit and ritual in your life and things that you do every single day matters. So knowing that, you have to pay attention. What do you do the most of? Is it good for you or is it bad for you? Because anything that you do enough time, it will get registered to your subconscious mind. So now let's talk about how can we tap into our subconscious mind and actually taking the bad habit out and keeping the good habit. The good news is you can actually do that. Just like you register things, that you can always unregister it and take it out and kind of clear it up. Like a computer, you can kind of format it. It's doable. So there's a couple of things that I learned in my personal life that I have done it personally and professionally that helped me tremendously, that I want to share it with you today, that you can apply in your life. Things that you don't like about yourself, things that bothers you, things that from the past that bothering you and holding you from creating a better future for yourself. Can't let go of the past. Then you should use this strategy and kind of like format your subconscious mind to create a better future for yourself. So the number one strategy that I always talk about, and I always say it, is time. Time. What do I mean by time? The time length of habit matters. So if for somebody that smoked for 20 years, it's kind of hard to quit smoking versus somebody that smoking for 2 months. You see, the time matters. So if you're in a relationship or if you're married for 25 years and 30 years, versus somebody's married for 2-3 years and getting divorced, for the person that has been with their partner for 30 years is harder than it is for the person that has just got married in 3 or 2 years. Why? Because you spend your 30 years with your partner. You create this habit. You got up every day. You see that person every day. You did things with that person that create a memory for you every single day. So that memory, that 30 years, you have to kind of look at the length of the time. That if you're getting divorced, and if you got divorced, and the pain of that divorce and the hardship of the divorce is taking a long time for you to heal, understand that time matters. It will take time for you to get better. The same thing if you want to quit smoking. If you have quit smoking for 30 years, for you it's going to be a little bit harder. So don't be too harsh on yourself. Give yourself this pep talk and say to yourself, I smoked for 30 years. I can't change that 30 years in 3 months. So it's going to take you a little while. The same thing with a career. If you're in your career, if you're in a job that you hate so much for 20 years, and all of a sudden you're deciding to change that job, right? And if you wanted to get another job, and you get overwhelmed, and you're saying to yourself, I want to get there. Understand that you were in that job for 20 years. So getting out of that, getting a new job, getting used to a new environment, new people, learning new skill, it will take time. So time always matters. And in today's society, people seems to forget that. We forget that and we get so harsh on ourselves. And what happened that we try to do something, and since it's been a long time that we create that ritual for ourselves, and we can't handle the pain if we've decided to change, then we do what? We avoid our feeling by drinking, by taking narcotic stuff, by just being depressed and avoiding the problem, completely putting it under the rug and say, you know what, I don't want to talk about it because I can't. But if you go back and say to yourself, I did this for this long, it got registered to my subconscious mind. I have to tap into that. I have to actually clean that up and take that information out and put the new information in there. It will take time. So whatever change that you're making in your life, it could be as small as creating like a new diet plan for yourself, or as big as you wanted to get out of a relationship or get married or decide to want to have a baby. Understand it will take time for you to comprehend that concept. Either it's good or bad. Either way, it will take time for you. So time is very essential, and you have to remember that. No matter whatever change you're making in your life, time is very important. That's strategy number one. Strategy number two. In order for you to break your subconscious negative controlling you, is to change your routine. Obviously self-explanatory, but it's harder than you say. So if you're a person that are used to exercising 5 days a week, for you, like I said, it's easy. You get up in the morning, you put your exercise, you run, you do exercise. If somebody that is like wanted to start exercise and they're overweight 100 pound or 200 pound and they're starting exercise, obviously for those people it's going to be harder. So what you need to do, instead of getting up in the morning and sitting down and eating that breakfast that's not healthy for you, you have to change your routine. You have to eat something that is better for your health versus something that you eat every single day. Okay, so you're not ready to start exercising, you're not ready to go on a diet, but change a little habit. Break the routine. Don't do the same thing over and over and over again. Every day that you get up, and pay attention to your habit. Pay attention to you. What am I doing? When I get up in the morning, from whatever time you're getting up till time you're going to sleep, what things that I'm doing every single day that makes me feel happy or makes me feel sad, annoyed, exhaustion, stress, and anger, all of that. Pay attention to your feelings and change the routine. And sometimes small thing, just as driving in a different road, matters. Sometimes watching a different show, listening to a different music, a little thing. Try to get your brain to the habit of doing different things. Throw them off. Throw your brain off a little bit. Don't let the bad habit register to your subconscious mind. Because if you do that, your brain get up in the morning with you, doesn't know what's coming at them. They're not prepared to do things that are not make you happy. They're like, okay, I'm going to wait to see he or she will command what do I have to do. So now you're a little bit aware of it. Now you say to yourself, instead of me getting up, going in the morning, early in the morning to my social media and looking at other people's highlight to make me feel bad about myself, that I'm working all the time, these people are going on vacation, these people are looking good, losing weight, these people are doing this. Instead of that, you're going to avoid your phone. You're going to put it on the side and say, you know what, today I'm not going to look at my phone. Today I'm going to start just paying attention to myself. So the more changes you do every single day, the more your subconscious mind would get clear of that things that you don't like about yourself, the feelings that you don't like about yourself. So that's very important to pay attention to. It's a small, very simple strategy, but it works amazingly. So I, for example, change every single day. Like I'll be driving, if I have to go to my office, I would drive from a different road. I don't take the same road every day. Like I will take it for a week, but the next week I change it. Like the same thing with the food, the same thing with my hair. I change my hair color all the time, or clothing, or my nail, or anything, because it matters. Why? Because your brain registers everything that you do. So think about it. If that's the case, if you every day, single day get up and you're sad, you're upset, you're stressed, your anxiety is there, that's what your brain registers. Look at how much damage you're creating, not only for a present moment, but even for your future. So it's very important to change your routine a little bit when it comes to everyday thing. So that's strategy number 2. Strategy number 3, and this is my famous thing that I always say in my videos. If you guys seen my videos, I say this every time, all the time. Now, me personally, meditation. The best way to tap into your subconscious mind is meditation. See, I grew up with meditation being part of my culture, part of my religion. Now, I didn't know the benefit, the science benefit of part of the meditation. I learned that later on in life, but I always meditate. In order for you to tap into your subconscious mind and understand yourself, true core you of who you are, you need to meditate. And the meditation process goes this way. Now, there's a lot of meditation out there. There's tons of meditation out there. 20 years ago, meditation was as big as today. Today is the trend. Everybody meditate. But if you look at the history of the meditation, people used to do it back in the days for chronic illness. They were doing it for religion purposes. They were doing it as a culture purposing. And then they find out how much benefit it has. So people started in Western, it kind of came in and people learned about the benefit and they start doing it. So if you're a beginner to the meditation, there's a lot of meditation out there. There's different kind of meditation out there for you to do. But in order for you to tap into your subconscious mind, I do a meditation that has a 3 process to it. So if you're doing meditation, if you're advanced even in meditation that you've been doing so far, if you want to tap into subconscious mind of yours, which I practice, this is my style of meditation in order to tap into my subconscious mind, is that I start with week 1 and just sit down someplace quiet and close my eyes and let my thoughts run on its own. I don't control it. I don't stop it. Whether it's a good thoughts or whether it's a bad thoughts, whatever it is, I just let it go. I just let it be. I don't control it, because think about it. If you control it, you're doing something. So it's not going to really work. So what you need to do is just let it be. Just keep it coming, keep it coming, keep it coming. Now you can start as small as 5 minutes to go almost to an hour of doing this. But let's just say that you're a beginner and you're starting it. So that's what you really have to do. You just have to let your thoughts go week 1, or even if you wanted to take 2 weeks for that, that's fine too. Do that for 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, when you sit down, your thoughts gonna come in. Pay attention to your thoughts. What thoughts coming over and over in your mind? Okay, what thoughts coming over and over? Now, for people that are holding a lot of feelings from the past, that if you had a trauma or if you had hardship in the past and you're sitting down and meditating and you keep thinking about that, and it keeps, those thoughts are keep coming in. Let's just say if you were, when you were young, something happened to you, and now that you're sitting over here and those thoughts are keep coming up and keep coming up and keep coming up. So pay attention what's coming, what thoughts are coming in the more. So if you're stressed, you're sitting down, the stress thoughts are keep coming up, anxiety thoughts are keep coming up, angers are keep coming up. Or for some people, happiness comes in, good memory comes in, things like that. Pay attention to your thoughts, what's coming the most. Now, after 2 weeks of that, you kind of evaluate it. And you kind of say to yourself, okay, I'm sitting down, I'm listening to my thoughts, and all I get is negative thoughts, all I get is anxiety, all I get is anger. I'm thinking about my hardship in the past, I'm thinking about these people, how much they hurt me, I'm thinking about I don't have money, I'm thinking of all these negative thoughts coming in. Then you know that your subconscious mind is full with the things that is not good for your health and that's not good for you. And once you realize that, the third step of the meditation is to now have control over your thoughts. Now, sit down when you meditate. The minute that negative thought comes into you, you have to distract yourself. You have to think about something happy, something that makes you happy. Places, things, people, whatever that things that you have in your head that puts a smile on your face. If you have to think about puppy, then do that. Think about puppies. Think about something that has value for you, that means to you. So then you keep doing that for at least a week or 2 weeks. Then what happens is that as soon as the thought comes in, you're distracting it. You're saying almost to your brain, no, I'm not allowing this negative thoughts to be registered in my subconscious mind. And even if it's there, I want to get it out. I want to get it out. So the more you do that, the more your brain and subconscious mind learns that, okay, she or he is not putting up with this nonsense. I can't keep thinking up negative stuff. I'm just gonna wait till what she gives me to think about. And when you get to that level, that's when you clear up your subconscious mind. That's why you're taking all that junk outside of your subconscious mind is not controlling you negatively anymore. So those are the process. It's very important for you to pay attention to yourself, because subconscious mind was controlling your whole life. Almost, I would say 80% of your life. Your subconscious mind controlling you. And it becomes a habit. And it's really hard to break the habit. So these are my 3 strategies for understanding your subconscious mind and not letting it control you in a negative way. Like I said, there's a positive way and there's a negative way. The positive way is good. You made it your habit, it's your ritual, keep doing it. But if it's more negative, then pay attention to it. And you'll be amazed how much result you would get after a while doing simply by 3 things. Remember, take time. The longer you did it, almost as much as long it will take to break it and get rid of it. Change the routine. Change the things that you do every single day. Don't do the same thing over and over and over every single day, because then it'll become your habit. And when it becomes your habit, it's really hard to break a habit, especially if it's a bad habit. And number 3, to tap into your subconscious mind and clear it up and create a good memory and understand yourself and understand the true self of you is to meditate, sit down and pay attention to your thoughts and have control over it and kind of align that with your emotions. And once you do that, you're a winner. So those are my 3 strategies. I thank you so much for watching me. And if you think this video is helping you or somebody else, please do to share this video and leave a comment down below. Like the video, leave a comment, and let me know what you guys think when you meditate. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much.